This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Basically, what do you know about ServiceNow?
ServiceNow, I mean, as a user, I've been using ServiceNow. That is to manage, like I work for Deloitte. So every request that comes, we're using ServiceNow at the moment. Earlier, we were using Service Desk, but for some time, we have migrated into ServiceNow. So because I was into support, I was more into um, raising tickets and working on the tickets. So on that perspective, I have a clear understanding of ServiceNow. But
Okay,
in a
basically,
general perspective, I don't want. Yeah.
yeah. Basically, this ServiceNow is one of the ticketing tool. So, what
Yeah.
is the purpose of ticketing tool is nothing but the tickets will be managed into the particular system. Okay, why we need to manage the particular, tickets in the particular system? Whenever you want to know the status of the particular ticket or ticket can be anything here. Generally, the ticket meaning is the incident, but here, my point of view, that can be incident or change or problem or service request, whatever it is. Whenever you want to know the status of the
Can be any
particular,
request. Yeah.
yeah, particular record or particular task
Okay.
or whatever it is, whenever you want to track the status, you can if you want to manage in the database, sorry, if you are managing the database, whenever you want to know the status, you can open the record and you can see the status, so that you can know the what exactly is happening on the particular record or particular incident or particular change request or particular problem or whatever it is. Okay, in order to manage this all this kind of things, we need to have the one management system. Okay. So many ticket management systems are there in the market, as compared to the all the ServiceNow is popular in the market. Why? Because there are having several advantages are there by using the ServiceNow. And well, before that, basically what is the ServiceNow we can see.
Right.
Basically, the ServiceNow has built up based upon the four parameters. One is a ticket management ticketing tool. Ticketing tool is nothing but that can be anything. Whenever you want to know the status, you can able to track it. That is one. And the other one is what do you mean by ticket? A ticket is nothing but it's a single record that consisting some set of some set of field. Okay, so what it's a kind of information it is having in that particular ticket. Okay,
Right.
so what kind of tickets we are having generally in ITSM modules, we are having incident, problem, change, and a service request along with that knowledge articles. These are all comes under ITSM modules. Okay, what do you mean by incident? Incident is nothing but any abnormal termination was happen or any functional interruption was happen. The incident will be created in order to get the quick resolution within the timelines. That is the meaning of incident. Incident is nothing but any abnormal termination. That can be, let's say, if you are using any laptop or desktop, suddenly the network failure was happen, or suddenly the power shutdown was happen. There is no backup kind of thing, or any assistance is required. Let's say you suddenly your user credentials has your user account has locked, right? These are all comes under one type of issues. These are all related. It's a kind of infrastructure related. Not only these, any function, any application you are facing any challenges on that, or any functionality is breaking on the particular application, let's say any Java application or MySQL or whatever it is, any related to the code as well. In whatever the bugs happening on the particular applications, so those will be reported in terms of incident. Okay, that is nothing but functional interruption. or abnormal termination is nothing but network failures or something like that, and functional interruption is nothing but application related issues. So whenever suddenly it's not working, or is there it's not, those are not working as expected, like that, the incident will be created. Okay, that is the definition of the incident. The same kind of issues is created frequently, or multiple users has facing the issues. In order to reduce the number of incidents, the problem will be created. That is the first point. First point is reduce the number of incidents, and the second point is to identify the root cause of the issue. Okay, to if you are identify the root cause of the issue, then you can provide the permanent fix for that. After that, never get this particular kind of issues. Okay, for that, the problem record will be created. The one more thing is a change request. Whenever you want to implement new functionalities, or whenever you want to modify the existing functionalities, so the change request need to be created. So this in this change request is nothing but broadcasting to the users what are the functionalities you are going to be changed in this particular application and all those things. Okay, so that is nothing but change request. And we are having service request, right? Let's say whenever you join any new projects, or any kind of assistance is required from the organization level. So let's say if you want to have the laptop, or desktops, or desk, or desk phones, or what dongles, so whatever it is, if you want to have any kind of access for that, if you are not having the access, you can create the one request for that, and you can submit the request. So based upon the request, the access will be provided, or the item, the fulfillment team is there, that will be completed. That is nothing but service request. Okay, and one more thing is knowledge articles. Knowledge articles is nothing but it will provide the specific informations to the users. That can be anything. It can be organization related, or it can be project related, or it can be a technical related. Whatever it is, any kind of information we can share in the knowledge articles.
Yeah.
Uh, that is nothing but knowledge article. So that is one thing. Okay, the second point is cloud based. Okay, cloud based is nothing but the same applications will be running on different geographical locations. That means Hyderabad, Pune, Chennai, or different countries also, the same applications will be running on different servers. Any abnormal termination, any abnormal behaviors, let's say any issues, so there might be a power shutdowns, annual power shutdowns, or whatever it is, the reason might be anything. Any one of the server is going to be down, the other servers will be up and running, so that the applications is never going to be down. That is one of the advantage in the cloud based. Okay, the second advantage is nothing but we can connect from anywhere. Okay, not only from office networks, we can connect from home networks also, if the client provide the access. Okay, and
Right.
that is, and the other one is we can access from any electronic devices. So those are nothing but laptops, desktops, mobiles, tabs. So we can access from those as well with the help of internet. And no local setup is not required. That means no need to do anything in your PCs. Any kind of configuration, it's not required to do in your PCs. Directly we can URL, we can log in into that URL, and we can connect, we can access the application. That is the advantage of a cloud. Okay, so, and the fourth one, the third one is ITSM. ITSM. In the ITSM, what are the modules we are having? We have seen in ITSM, and the fourth one is ITIL v3. In ITIL v3, we are having so let's say the service now has built up in all the modules based upon the ITL process only. So in ITLs, it is having some strategy models. Why this ITL process has introduced? Okay, in order to regularize the process, or in order to common for all the customers. The one functionality was implemented to further better understanding to the customers and the users as well. So let's say if I am designing my ticketing tool, I am following my own process. Some other customer is following their own process. The people never understanding which process we need to follow, or it will be confusing them. So in order to that,
Right.
there will be some common process, that is nothing but ITIL. V3 is nothing but version 3. Based upon the version 3 process, the service now has built in the built in that. Okay, that is the basically the service now basic four pillars of the service now. Okay, if you can see not only the those things, let's say if you are saying some IT, I'm working as a service desk, right? So if you are for service desk, we are having the call management. So you can log the all calls in that call management, and from the call management you can from call to you can convert it into the different module, like whether it is incident or change or problem or service request. Based upon that you can convert it into the different things. Okay,
Right.
that is available in the service now. Okay, this is nothing but cloud applications. In the cloud applications, so we can have the enterprises service now. Azure, Google is there, and departments are nothing but Salesforce, NetSuite, Workdays are there, and consumers are nothing but Amazon Web Services, Amazon, YouTube, Facebook. These are the consumers. Okay, these are the given the examples only. Not only those who are consumers are more nowadays. Uh, that's the reason that much of demand is there in the market. And coming to the below diagram, this is nothing but IT service management. Here you can see the IT help desk. So from the IT help desk to it will goes to the IT service management, and IT service management to ERP IT levels. So these are the things will be there in the service now. Okay, how the request will be created and how it
Right.
will be processed, this will be explained in this diagram. Okay, so from here it is the relationship management and service request, and how the service request will be processed. Here the providers are there, here the requesters are there. If you how the requesters will request and how the providers will be provide the, I mean, fulfill that requirement, the complete relationship is explained in this diagram. Okay, improving the IT service management, they have introduced the service portfolio. You are telling, I am working as in PPM project management side, right? So
Right.
project
Yeah.
management is one of the module. Project management also is available in the service now. Uh, so that is one, and service portfolio is nothing but let these ITSM modules, all ITSM modules comes under service portfolio. Okay, along with
Sure.
that, IT cost project portfolio. In the project portfolio, we are having a complete agile process, and governance will be there. In below, if you can see a service catalog, incident, problem, change, chart functionality, knowledge. These are comes under these things. Okay, to improve the IT service management, these many functionalities has introduced into the market.
Right.
Okay, okay, how the ServiceNow architected is nothing but ServiceNow architected basically Web 2.0 and SaaS and ITIL v3 and PaaS IT 3.0. What is Web 2.0? We can see Web 2.0 is nothing but usability and simplicity. Why usability and simplicity is nothing but whenever the unknown person has logged into the ServiceNow application, they can easily navigate into the ServiceNow tool, and they can they can understand what exactly is happening in the ServiceNow. To better understand, for the better understanding, the UI forms will be designed by using the Web 2.0. Okay, service as software. Okay, software as a service. Here, basically, initially the service now has provided only the softwares as a services only. So only those ITSM modules, right? Those ITSM modules only it has provided to the vendors. Okay, later that platform as a service now also has introduced. Platform as a service is nothing but any kind of applications we can build in the service now, and we can hand over to the customers. So let's say we are having different domains in the particular organization. We can build those kind of all those things, and we can build and we can provide it. Okay, coming to the IT process model, we can see strategy and designing and transition and operations are there. These based upon these four parameters, the ideal process has designed. So in the transition, in the strategy, service portfolio and project portfolio will be comes under, and design phase, service level availability, and transition change releases, change knowledge releases and projects, and operations request, incident, problem, event, assets, field servicing and reporting. These are all comes under operations. So platform as a service, this one. And IT 3.0, IT 3.0 as well, this is a technology separated, and if you are using this one, you are having the live feed and communities as well. ServiceNow not only ServiceNow not only just it's not providing the tool. Whenever you as a ServiceNow developer also, whenever it's required, you can post your concerns and you can get the information from the different users or different repliers. Finally, the ServiceNow architected based upon these things only. Whenever you want to connect to the customer side, there will be some security securities as well involved in this. Let's say HTTPS and SSL, IP internet security, and inclusion detection, firewalls. These many things are there, so that let's say this is the cloud, right? So in between the never in between the data leakage is not happening. Okay, availability is nothing but this is cloud, right? So that the service now is available 99.97 percentage of availability, automated, upgraded, and geographically separated disaster recovery. Okay, now we have discussed these points. Scalability is nothing but whenever you are giving the large volume of data, the service now happily can able to process it. That is nothing but scalability, and are proven massively scalability, and a dedicated databases and end application set. That means ServiceNow itself, it's having the own database. It's not depending on any other third party databases, and these databases will be architected scale horizontally and tightly integrated the database. It's one table is depending on some other tables like that, because to in order to reduce the efforts, they have the database schema has designed like that only. Okay, securities, HTTP and SSL, TLS TLS is there, and the second level is role-based security. The service now is completely role-based security only. If you are having the role, then only you can able to access this one. So contextual security and password data encryption, VPN tunneling, these many security levels are there, and data backups and recoveries are available. Whenever you want to restore the data, you can restore the data. Advanced availability. So the availability is more on this service. Now we are having a different versions are there. They have launched the with Edureka 2. They have released the up to New York only. So these are the versions are there in the service now. Okay, so apart from this, we have users and licenses. This service now is a basically completely role-based tool. So based upon the roles consumptions, the license cost will be charged to the client. So we are having a different roles are there. So based upon the roles, the licenses will be charged. Okay, so why we need to use the service now instead of as compared to the other tools? there will be some different advantages are there. One is ServiceNow is cloud based, and ServiceNow is predefined, having the predefined templates. On top of that, we can do the customization, and ServiceNow is having the own database, and ServiceNow is supported the integration functionalities. Integration functionality is nothing. This is the most important point. Integration functionality is nothing but whenever you want to connect any other third-party databases, so you can able to connect to the third-party databases. So this is one point. The major is customization and integration can be possible. These two are nowadays when nowadays they have introduced different modules as well, ITOM, ITPM, security operations. Like this, it is having every day what the customer is expecting from the ticketing tool. Every module has introduced into the ServiceNow itself. That's the reason the people are looking. Looking into the ServiceNow. These are the advantages are there using the ServiceNow. Okay. Do you have any concerns? Actually, as part of this training, we are going to be covered um, admin, development, and integrations as well.
And Suresh, are you currently working like